Oh, you're back. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining me again. It's random thoughts. And I guess I wanted to start with this one. Based on when I was driving. So, yesterday I was driving, listened to the radio, Bloomberg, if any of you know it. It's more of a finance radio channel. Sometimes speaks about politics and whatnot. And they were talking about one of the branches of government. You know, you have the three of them: the legislative, executive, and the judicial. And they were talking about the judicial branch, the Supreme Court. And they were mentioning how a lot of the, I guess, what do they call it, dockets, the things that they review or the cases that they review, how they've been reducing in number. And look, I'm not claiming to know anything legal. I think only the most amount of legal advice I can give somebody is get a lawyer. That's as far as I can go. But yeah, what they were talking about is how they've reduced the amount of cases that they review and make opinions on. And I had a random thought. So we all know once you're put into the Supreme Court, it's a lifelong position. And based on hearing that statement on the radio, I had a thought. What would happen if the Supreme Court just said, you know what, we got this lifelong job and we don't want to listen to any more cases anymore? Is there a way to fire them? I don't know if anybody has thought of that. I think when they were put in those positions, America had a lot of goodwill, hoping that, they would do the right thing. But let's just, say some anomaly happened. What are the repercussions of the Supreme Court just saying, you know what, we don't feel like listening to any more cases. We just want to chill, get paid, and relax. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the case numbers went from like a yearly amount of maybe 175. Don't quote me on this. I was driving and thinking of other things, but I think they mentioned something about like from 175 in prior years to like 60 or something like that now. And I started thinking, what can they do? They also mentioned one of the Supreme Court judges mentioning that Congress cannot dictate or what the Supreme judges do. And that also made me wonder, so who can? Like, who can tell the Supreme Court's bad Supreme Court? Are they like above the president? Because, presidents get impeached unless Supreme Courts can get impeached too, but I don't know. I'm not too deep into the politics or legal aspects of things, but yeah, I was just wondering if anybody has the answer for that. I would love to hear it. Like, what would really happen if the Supreme Court just says, you know what, I'm getting paid for life. I will only decide on cases that can benefit my life. Y'all can't do nothing about it because none of you can fire me since I've gotten this position. So forget it. I'm not just going to listen to anything anymore. Or do they have a certain number that they have to do and can lose their position if they don't fulfill that? Because, from reducing the case from like 100 and something to like 2 digits, 60 something, that's a huge drop. And maybe that's why a lot of all these other cases aren't being heard and people are getting, annoyed or conflict. But yeah, I would just like to know. Does anybody have the answer to that? Do you know if the Supreme Court just decides to not do any more or review any more cases or have any opinion on anything and just chill for the whole year, plus years, 10, however long they stay on there? Is there anything that can happen to them? Please let me know. If anybody has an answer, has the legal standing, has the documentation to share, please share the link in the comments. Let me know. It is a very interesting thought. I wonder if chaos would occur if people just realized Supreme Court just said, forget it, we out. I don't know. But just let me know. Thanks for listening to my random thoughts. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.